All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 695. I'm your host, Cheapy here in Long Island, New York. And also, wait, what? And also, we're joined by a man who, I fucked up what I was going to say. I thought of something really great to say. I was going to say a man who also has a system, Wombat, tying in with the whole Mac Weldon ad.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
But I'm looking at my monitor and it's all at a weird angle and it's throwing me off. Just like the monitor is at a weird angle, I am now at a weird angle.
I'm at the point now where you've conditioned me so much where you said, "Oh, what's that? I thought I did something wrong." So
what do you mean I condition you?
I have a Pavlovian response to
when I say,
any noise you make. Yeah, I'm like, what did I do?
That's like, what's that, like a guilty complex?
Yeah.
I believe.
No, it's you're abusive.
Oh, yes, and that. It's maybe two things.
It's those two things.
Oh, speaking of abusive, we didn't write down on the outline to talk about Titans. So I'm adding that right now.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one to add in.
That was like adult abuse in that.
Yeah, we'll get to
for
that
any adult
later.
who had to watch that. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Shipwreck is here.
Mm-hmm.
I am. I'm here. I am ready to participate in this podcast.
Are you though?
We're out of practice,
Yes.
though. You can see I already fucked up.
Yeah, you messed up the intro.
Are those geese or egrets on the shirt? I'm trying to.
I think they're herons.
Heron? Okay, I'll give you heron. That's all I got.
Would you know?
Mhm.
Would you know if he's lying?
I mean, kinda. If I really took a good look, I probably would be like, nope, that's not a heron.
I don't think the shirt came with like a
Ornithological
manual or anything that told me what it
yeah.
was.
That doesn't impact your buying decisions. The type of bird. Anyway,
Yes.
welcome to the show. We are back. Wombat is back from his exotic vacation.
To far off Lancaster, Pennsylvania,
Home of
the Cartoon Network Hotel, where I spent 3 lovely nights. It's not bad.
That was the other intro I was going to go with. I was going to say something like a man who only stays at resorts that have named after TV channels or something like that.
I would not call it a resort.
A motel? A motel?
This is such a weird thing to exist. It's like oddly specific
Mm-hmm.
of a hotel. Like
It is
really
oddly
strange.
specific. It's a very interesting concept. I'm going to say I really do think they're doing the best job they can, all things considered.
You said Space Ghost wasn't even there.
Space Ghost was not there, but
They're
I
not
did
doing
see,
the best job they can do then.
I saw Jake and Finn and Darwin and Gumball.
What do you mean you saw them?
Like they have
They
Disney
were staying there
characters.
too.
They like stand in the lobby so you could take your picture with them. And
Got it. Okay.
You can't hug them though.
Well, it's dangerous now.
Yeah.
So would you recommend that people stay at the Cartoon Network Hotel?
I would say wait on it. They had a lot of plans for that hotel that sound really good. One of the days when I was waiting for something, I spoke with the manager and we were going over like all the plans that didn't happen because of COVID. And I think if they got that stuff in, it would be a really cool place. Like there's a whole basement level. And when you walk in the lobby, you can see the stairs that go down to it. But right now the stairs just go down to a wall that's locked with a padlock.
Are there ping pong tables back there or what?
How many?
Behind
There, they were going to put in a whole big, probably like a Dave and Buster sized arcade down in the basement, which probably would have been cool. Instead, their arcade is like 6 machines in a corner because it was all they had the ability to put in, I think, at this point. But the pool and the splash zone is actually really nice. The outdoor pool.
It was Powerpuff Girls themed.
The Powerpuff Girl themed splash zone was really cool. The Adventure Time pool with the slide was kind of cool. It had the penguins, all the penguins that the Ice King has. They're all around the pool, acting like the one just sits there like a lifeguard, and they don't move obviously. But it was, that
That's
kind
instead
of
of having
cute.
an actual lifeguard. They just
We were lucky that all 3 days we were there was in the middle of a heat wave, and it was 95 degrees and sunny. So sitting by this pool was kind of nice.
Too hot.
So the pool water was nice and warm. That setup was nice. Also, the way they have it, it's essentially a motel that goes in a big U with a courtyard, and in the courtyard is the splash zone and the pool. And
Wait, is it a motel or is it?
Yeah, it's a
essentially
motel.
It's not even a hotel.
It's not even a hotel; it's a motel.
This is
So
the
our
Cartoon
room-
Network motel.
Yeah, and our room faced the pool area, so there's a door straight out to the pool.
This is a really weird venture.
I know it is a really weird venture. The rooms are very interesting themselves. In addition to the queen size bed, it also has bunk beds, and the bunk beds. So think of the bunk bed. They're up against the wall, and there's a wall like your head's here, and there's a wall there, and on the wall were TVs. So each kid had their own individual television.
Plug them right into the network. Right.
And there's 4 different Cartoon Network channels on those TVs. 3 of them are exclusive to the hotel,
Nice.
motel, Holiday Inn. Yeah. So that's
It sounds like you wish you were at the holiday.
the kids thought it was really cool.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Just the theming of it is strange to me because Cartoon Network seems to have like a very like limited age range on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It's like parents with like pre-teen to early teen
Yeah, probably.
kids.
I
It's
know
like
exactly.
a very limited.
You know what happened? Here's exactly what happened.
The gift shop is really nice too. They have
Oh,
like a lot
yeah,
of
sure.
exclusive stuff. The restaurant was kind of cool. We did the Cartoon Network themed breakfast. We actually wound up doing it twice. They have the Adventure Time bacon pancakes, if you're familiar with that. They have the Steven Universe waffles, if you know. People know what I'm talking about. You guys don't, but other people do. Like that kind of stuff.
Children, you mean? Children.
No, there's some adults. The adults are at the Steven Universe. But anyway, you were saying?
Some high up executive at Cartoon Network was having brunch somewhere and like looking on Zillow and saw that some motel was for sale for like
100%. It
for
was
like
a Best
$2 million
Western.
bucks, and then they were like, you know what? I always wanted to run a hotel. Let's just get this going. It's cheap. We can write it off as marketing or some bullshit, and then just
we could just put 2 more TVs in every room
Right.
and a throw rug that has
Up our
gumball on it.
ratings.
right.
Yeah,
We could flush that money right down the fucking toilet.
it's the closest hotel to Dutch Wonderland amusement park.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool to be able to walk there. And like Sabrina got tired about 2 hours before Elliot got tired. And Laura was like, all right, I'll take her back to the room. And they went and sat by the pool at the hotel. And Elliot and I stayed in the amusement park for another 2 hours. And it worked out because who cares? We walked. It's not like it was
95 degrees out.
Yeah, well, it was, but who cares? It
do.
was
Look at me.
close enough where even that didn't matter.
Nice.
So-
Nice. That's good. That sounds
Yeah.
fun.
And other than that, we did a lot of we did the Strasbourg Railroad, which is always a good time. If you're into trains, like old timey trains from
Who
the
isn't?
turn of the 20th century, the early 20th century, and the train museum, which is one of my favorite museums. I like the train museum. So
Oh,
I like
good.
the train museum.
Train Museum and Powerpuff Girls. Good
Yeah.
combo. It's a tight combo.
You know what?
I'm
We
glad
had
you,
a
I'm
good
glad you had
time.
fun. Good.
We had
Oh, it
fun.
sounds fun.
It does sound fun.
Yeah. I did a smorgasbord.
I don't know what's
Is
that.
that like a
means.
buffet?
It's just a fancy way of saying buffet.
But what? No, really. There's no
a
difference.
COVID buffet?
COVID buffet. Actually, we went early when they were nice and quiet to kind of avoid that situation.
They have,
And everyone wore masks up there. I was surprised with how many people were wearing masks. A lot of people even wore the rubber gloves when getting their food at the smorgasbord, even though there are tongs.
Oh yeah,
Seemed
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
overkill.
No,
But,
the Asian shabu shabu buffet place makes you wear a mask and gloves.
yeah.
When you get the vegetables off the buffet.
So I respected that, and it was worth it for the local corn. Local corn, can't go wrong with that. Amish corn.
It's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I know. I like corn.
Mm-hmm.
So Mrs. Cheapy's mom, aka Osaka Grandma, I told her she was
Mhm.
coming for vacation, right? She's supposed to come today. She got to the airport and they told her, she's fully vaccinated, but they told her that she's got the wrong test. You have to have a test also before you travel. And she had a different kind of test, and they never sent out any email or saying that you needed to get like a certain test, but she had the wrong test, and there was no way to get the right test and get on this flight. to be on time. So, Miss Cheapy's like, oh, she's like very stressful. This is last night. Mrs. Cheapy's like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, we always have this bad luck with traveling and everything. And she's trying to help out and see if she can schedule the right test somewhere. So maybe she can come like, sooner or a little later, whatever. So we watched a great show called Only Murders in the Building, which we'll talk about later. Mm-hmm. And Mrs. Cheapy went upstairs to go help her mom sort this out. Like, her mom is literally at the airport. Like, so she goes upstairs. I'm like, I'm gonna just get in a round of Apex Legends really quick, and I put on my Xbox headphones because I like to be able to hear the footsteps and everything. And I'm playing a few rounds, and all of a sudden, and there's a huge storm going on, right? Like last night, that's part of Ida. I'm guessing, like the
I just figured out why you put what you put on the outline, and I'm laughing. But yes.
So I don't even know what it is, but it's anyway. So I'm playing Apex, and I hear like the sound of water, and it's raining really hard outside. So we've been hearing water, but I usually I have headphones on, so I'm surprised that I hear water. And I look over to the right into the guest room, and I see just water pouring in through the window. We have you call that like a well window. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, stupid me, I have no cover there. And we've never had any problem before, but it's never rained like this before. Like, it's been insane. So I look over, the water is just pouring in, and I realize that my feet are wet. And this is like I'm 20 feet from the window. And it's all happening because the water it's like a flash flood. It's literally a flash flood in my room. And I'm like, holy fuck. And, Miss Cheapy's upstairs FaceTiming her mom at the airport. And I'm just like, fuck, I have all this electronics. I'm sitting right here. It's right in this room. I have the computer, everything. I see the water is coming to the computer. Everything's plugged in. I'm like, holy shit. I run around, I just unplug everything. And I realize what's happening. And I feel like I have to cover up the window well. So I run upstairs and I tell Mrs. Cheapy what's going on. And she's like, what is he doing? He knows I'm talking to my mom, and it's a horrible situation. How could he be interrupting me with something? And I'm like, you don't understand. There's fucking water pouring in. And she's like, oh my God. And she comes down and she's like trying to cover up the hole. I go outside. I grab a painter's tarp because I'm supposed to paint the back deck. Never did it. I grab the tarp. I run outside. It's fucking it's a fucking hurricane, basically. It's just all over the place. I can't even see anything. I don't have anything to put the tarp on. So I'm like, this is not staying up. I run back inside. Oh, and then I run inside. The sprinklers come on because I have my raccoon trap. I have my raccoon trap set up. The sprinklers pop up and they start fucking hitting me. I come back inside. I'm like, I have nothing to put the tarp on. I'm pulling my phone out to try to cancel the raccoon thing because that thing's just going to keep coming on every 3 minutes. I get some nails. I hammer everything up. So miraculously, the thing fucking holds. And I don't even know how. It's a miracle. But the basement is just full of water. Not basement. The first floor is full of water. And I'm like, I know I have a wet vac, but it's it sucks. And it doesn't suck, unfortunately. And everything's I can't find the right attachment that I need. And it's
it's not really going to work, the wet vac. I know from experience this happened to me about a month ago.
Yeah, it didn't really work.
No.
But it got the water. When the water was you could walk around and you were splish splash, the wet vac was good for that. And you could see the water level go down very quickly. But
but you're not going to dry your carpet.
Exactly. So then so I tried the best I could with that. And then I realized that I have that steamer thing that I bought, that Hoover steamer I think I bought for $100. And that thing is what you need. That thing's what you want. And you mix it with the water. End of the story is I did about 5,000 steps today just vacuuming my downstairs and emptying that fucking thing over and over again. And it's pretty good right now. It doesn't smell. It smells like soap, basically. We'll see what happens. But the one casualty, what's that?
Yes. I was going to say, your carpet is glued, right? It's glued on all the way. It's that because I can see behind you. It's the
Yeah,
square.
it's like-
It's the glued in squares.
Yes, glued in squares. Not gluten squares, glued in.
No, it's the glued on squares.
Yeah.
So if your carpet, you can't lift the carpet to basically air it out. It just has to dry. There's no padding underneath it though.
Correct.
So it should dry quicker.
Correct. It seems like it's going to dry pretty quick. I got the humidifier set up. I got the leaf blower. I had the electric leaf blower. I was going around. I've moved around all this furniture. Every part of my body is sore. Actually, just my upper body is really sore from trying to shop vac. That was like an ergonomic nightmare. But the PC, everything seems to be working. The only casualty was I broke my camera that I used to stream on usually. This is a different camera. I somehow like bent the cable frantically trying to move shit around when everything was fucking popping off. And I bent like the cables built into the camera. And that was like $170 Logitech Stream Cam.
Is it under warranty still? You might be able to get a replacement.
I bent the whole thing. I don't know.
I know they send you a new
It's in
one.
the fucking garbage.
They don't just send you a new one.
If they can't fix it and it's under warranty, yes, they
It's in the
send you a
garbage.
new one.
It didn't help.
You
I
have
needed
to
a
send
camera.
it to them first.
Yeah, it's in the garbage.
But yes, that's sort of how these things work.
I
No, that's
broke
not
it.
how these things
I
work.
broke
You
it myself. It was my
Doesn't
fault.
matter.
It does matter. That's not what covered under warranty.
I'm sure it is.
No.
You breaking
how
it is covered
warranty's
under
made.
warranty. If I hit it with a brick, is that? I didn't hit it with.
Usually, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, it might matter if you're. Anyway, the point is that everything worked out, and it was just first world problems after all. But I did spend 10 hours vacuuming, I would say.
We still have to finish refixing our basement, so you're in better shape than I am, and mine was a month ago.
Yeah, I got to order one of those fucking well covers. That's the thing. I can't, mine's too wide. Home Depot is no good. I got to order a custom one.
We're in the process of draining the pool in the back because it's that time of year to put the big pool away. And we had finally got it past the drain nozzle. We're like, okay, tomorrow we'll be able to go, just dump out the rest of the water and pack this thing up. It rained so much that we have to wait another whole day for that amount of water that it rained last night to come out of the pool again. Like it went over the nozzle again. I'm like, this is insane. So
It was a lot of rain.
it was a lot of rain.
It was bad. I got to get a generator. I need a generator and a bubble cover for my
Yeah,
thing.
because I heard the environment's not getting any better. So
It's not. And also, yeah, I need, I don't know. It was wet. It was too wet.
no.
But everything survived except for the camera.
Yep. Get that wet ass basement.
Wet ass PC. Almost a wet ass PC. When I saw that water coming up, that I have the same PC as you, Ship, that the Corsair Vengeance. And it's got
lots of holes in those things. Yep.
But it's got, it's about an inch off the ground, like solid inch off the ground, the legs and then the actual chassis of the computer.
Okay.
And that's what saved us. Thank you. All right.
Mhm.
So if I fall asleep in like 10 minutes, it's because I've been moving around too much. And if there's no content on the outline, it's because I've been vacuuming. Thank you. Show feedback.
Yeah, I picked like longer ones, but
That's okay. Well, why don't you
all right.
edit? You can edit in real time.
I
like
can
the
edit
Sushi
in real
Dragon.
time also. Yes. So this is from Autobot Tran. He said, hello, I've been listening to your show from the start, and only now am I compelled to make a comment. Towards the end of the show, you talked about not buying any Blizzard games, which I get. However, my brother works there and had no idea any of this was going on. On the day the news broke, he said he was sick to his stomach, and he and his team rallied and worked to try to help them make the situation better in any way they could. Who does so? But then he goes on to say, I hear stories about this all the time and terrible culture. But his question is, who does this really hurt when we decide not to get, or I decide not to get any Blizzard games?
Nobody's really boycotting the Blizzard games. As soon as there's a game that people really want to get, they're going to buy it no matter what.
Wow.
And so don't worry about that. I mean, what Blizzard games are coming out in the near future? Diablo remake?
Yep.
That's basically it. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm wiping bugs off my display.
That's okay. I had one flying around. I'm walking on my keyboard before that. I just had to.
I am in a swamp right now.
Yeah, I know. Same here. It's fine.
What else?
Swamp
So
land.
Wombat's really not boycotting this, is what we're saying.
Yes.
Well, it means I wasn't. Who
It's
knows?
a boycott
Maybe I
of
am.
convenience. If they suddenly announced,
Boycotting. Who
I don't
could
know. You don't
say?
know.
Who could
Don't
say?
talk for me. You're not my
If-
lawyer.
if the Diablo remake, is really awesome, and they send them a free code, I feel like does that count as a boycott
don't-
if they send you a
first of
free
all,
code?
I don't think Activision has never sent me anything ever. So
Sure.
I can't imagine this is going to be like, hey, we heard you on the show that you're not playing our stuff anymore. Here's a free one.
Now's the time. They need that good publicity. You got to
I
win
know.
over the hearts and minds of
No.
gamers through
I
you.
did email another publisher recently that was kind to me last year that hasn't responded to any of my emails.
Far
Are you
Cry.
boycotting them now?
Far Cry.
No.
What's coming out
Yeah.
soon? Far Cry. What's Far Cry?
It's
It
Far
is
Cry.
Oh, I got that was fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah. I
Far
want
Cry.
I want the Far Cry. I just haven't heard back from them yet. It's not like it's the end of the world. I'm probably emailing the wrong person. So
Right.
But-
Are you emailing Walmart or Amazon?
no, I don't know. That's ridiculous. Why would I do that?
To check on your pre-order.
Please. That game comes out the week of the bat mitzvah. The only thing I'm going to be able to afford is nothing. Literally nothing. But anyway.
That's why you're writing Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got?
This is from Suvo this is from the YouTubes. Yes. In response to the feedback you received, I'll just say a lot of people on the internet feel compelled to say something or have an opinion on any issue, even when that thing or opinion is baseless or not grounded in reality. I didn't get a sense of virtue signaling of any kind from you guys, and I find it funny that this guy is virtue signaling by telling you that you're virtue signaling. Also, you hit the nail on the head, GP. These people would never say anything like that to your face. Haters gonna hate, and ain'ters gonna ain't.
Yes.
Love the show.
Not only will they
Yeah.
not say it to your face, but if you actually confront them on it on Twitter, like private, like, if someone says something, you hit them up in the DM and you're like, oh, that, I'm really sorry that you feel that way. 99.9% of the time, they will backtrack on what they say and say that they love you, basically.
Someone actually did that in that show thread. If you read it,
It happens.
it's funny.
It just happens almost 100% of the time.
Yes.
And yeah, I did like that guy's comment about virtual signaling. It doesn't really matter if it was true or not. It was very funny.
Yep. It was funny. It was funny. Oh, I'll give you that.
It was funny. Okay.
Mhm.